Okay, hello and welcome to Long Island Weather Update. It's going to be a little bit sloppy. We're late, and I'm not doing the outlook tonight. We've got a lot to cover today with all the rain that we've had and these very slow-moving showers and thunderstorms that we had to deal with tonight, just causing a lot of rainfall. And there was a lot of rainfall earlier in the day, and then we've got more entering into New Jersey as well. So let's see. Now, there's not a lot of lightning. I don't think there's a lot of lightning being produced by these storms anymore. But when they came in, at first it didn't look like there was a lot of lightning, and then the lightning was very sporadic. But I'll just show you some pictures that I took today of the lightning that I was able to capture. Here's one I was able to capture from Mineola. This one was kind of close. Really very bright. It was so bright it kind of overexposed a little bit. That one, and then I got another one here too. I have a video that will be up of these storms because I got home early. I was at Jones Beach getting footage of the surf from Ernesto, which is causing some flooding and overwashing in a lot of the areas here. You can see overwash and some interesting clouds as well. It's actually overcast inland, but at the beach it was actually mostly clear. You can see there is some lightning around. It looks like Port Jefferson now. With this storm as it's moving away, of course, and it was really looking impressive coming in. I was getting hopes up. We got a couple of good lightning strikes, and then it was just a bunch of rain for an hour straight at least. We got a lot of rain as a result. So let's take a look at what we got. We've got flash flood warning in effect for our area, Central Nassau County, going to the northwestern Suffolk. We got flash flood warnings in Connecticut, as well as New Jersey, and flood advisories and flood warnings as well. Here's another look at the radar here. And you can see again these really heavy rain, heavy thunderstorms. A lot of heavy rain in these thunderstorms, and they're very slow moving. So I'm glad that I was able to finally get out because it looked like another cell is building to the south. In fact, let's see if I can find a picture of it. We're gonna have to go through here a little bit if I can find it. So this is kind of the flooding we were dealing with here in Mineola. It was very bad, as you can see, very bad. But if we look here at the sky, you can see, take a look at this. Yeah, this actually came out okay. You can see cumulonimbus clouds already towering overhead already. Yeah, that's another batch of them right there developing over us. Yeah, that's what we have to deal with tonight. So very active night tonight across the area. Looking at current observations, let's go. You can see all the flood advisories. Today's flooding event was way more than I expected. There's a lot more rain, so let's get to it. Let's see how much rain has fallen already. I'm going to go to precipitation. We'll go for 24-hour precipitation and take a look at these numbers, folks. Can we just lower these shadings a little bit? How about 4.69 inches in Syosset, almost 5 inches of rain. Mineola not showing that much, only 0.81. I don't know. I think we got more than that. 1.78 in Hempstead. Judging by the flooding, I think we got more than that. 4.13 in Old Westbury. And there was rain earlier in the day, too, as well. So I don't know if that may be from both of them. We'll have to see. Actually, you know what? I will change that observation a little bit. But you can see a lot of rain over parts of Long Island. Other parts, the East End, Central Suffolk, not really that much, but 2.13 in East Hampton. And then parts of Connecticut also getting hammered with lots and lots of rainfall as well. Oh, my God. How about 7 inches in Norwalk right now? 6.67, and that's why there's a lot of flooding going on here. Stamford, Connecticut getting hit very hard. I mean, we have a flood disaster going on right now in Connecticut. 3 inches in Connecticut. 9.19 being reported at Reading Ridge. Look at these amounts. Almost a foot of rain, 10.15 in Shelton. I mean, that's crazy in the past 24 hours. The models really, once again, we're indicating 1 to 2 inches of rain, and we got way more than that because there's just way more water in the atmosphere. And the models, just because of climate change, we have more warmer oceans, which puts more water in the air, and this is what we're seeing. I'm going to go to the 6-hour rainfall total, so we'll see what fell in the past 6 hours from this storm here. There's something wrong with the Mineola gauge. 1.07 in Hicksville, 1.28, 2.33, and that's all we got. The flooding was so bad in Mineola, you'd think it would have been more. 3.34 inches in Syosset. And then, let's see, Connecticut, Most of what Connecticut got hit with was earlier on, and then we got, again, more rainfall amounts. Also Jersey, too. Jersey, northern part of Jersey, not so much southern. Southern really didn't get anything. But these are the kind of rainfall totals we're dealing with here. Flooding, big flooding problems across the area. Actually, I'm going to go to News 12, Connecticut. There's still a couple of lightning strikes out there. Not a whole lot. Let's just go to News 12. I don't think News 12 Long Island's covering it. No, they're not. But News 12 Connecticut should be covering it. What's going on up there with the flooding situation, because let's see if they've got anything on there. We can find out anything about it. Are you kidding me? Nothing. Are you kidding me? Let's see some of the other New York City stations. Let's see. Maybe they're talking about it. Otherwise, they give up. I'm not. Nothing. Nothing on it. I mean, what's wrong with the media? Let's do ABC 7. You know, I'll just do Connecticut flooding, because it seems like, I mean, where's the media? Are you kidding me? People are being rescued from cars amid flash flooding. This is from the New York Times. Flash flooding. 2 missing from flash flood emergency issued parts of state, and this is getting barely any media coverage. I mean, what? It's like every fucking... I'm sorry for my French and getting angry, but it seems like everybody is drinking this freaking orange man juice and don't want to get it through their head of how screwed we are due to this climate crisis. Wake the hell up, people. Put down the orange man juice and throw it in the trash. It's like everybody's drinking this stuff. Everybody. Where's the media? Where's News 12? They're not even covering this. What is wrong with them? Unfortunately, New York Times is paywall. Take a look at this. Yeah, see? Actually, you can create a free account. I'm sorry for the rant, but, you know, I mean, this is ridiculous. At least CNN is covering it. Flash flooding emergency. Take a look at this. Water rescues, evacuations. I mean, I don't understand where the local media is. New York City stations. I guess because nobody cares about Connecticut, I guess. Or sure, if it happened to the city, they'd be all over it. I mean, really, it's ridiculous. Just wake up. We are in a climate crisis. What happened today is not normal. This is not normal. Get it through your heads. I don't want to hear Joe Chaffee or all these other media outlets saying, hey, it's just variations. It's just variations. No, it's not. It's climate change. But they're too busy drinking that orange man juice to get it through their heads. Sorry for the rant, but it just makes me so mad. It really does. Especially when I see what happened. And barely any coverage of all the flooding that's happened today is an outrage. I'm sorry. 72 degrees, 2.66 at Islip. Let's go just briefly look at the highs and lows. Who cares about that? It's really all about the rainfall. 70s, low 80s. Yeah, a lot hotter in Jersey. Yeah, they had more sun in Jersey. They got into the upper 80s there. Lows. If they would load, that would be nice. Otherwise, I'm not even going to bother looking at them. Upper 60s, low 70s. I mean, nobody really cares about this stuff. Mid 70s. Let's go look at the rainfall, because this is what's really important. And of course, they're covering the coastal impacts more than because again, it's all about the shore. I don't know. Like, all the media in this country is drinking orange man juice. I mean, seriously, all the local media, especially in this area. Just take the orange man juice and throw it in the dumpster, please. All right? Fuck Trump and fuck the people who support him. I'm sorry, but I've had it with them. I've had it with this mentality. Save it for another rant, John. Sorry. You know, and I'm supposed to be nice to them. I'm supposed to be nice and not film them. Really, you know. And they can just do their they want, blow their horns and all that crap. I don't know if I can. Not while this climate crisis is going on. I'm sorry. This is the way I react when I see natural disasters and people just pretending it doesn't exist. You know. So let's take a look at the rainfall totals. 2 inches, yeah, Garden City. That's about right. 3.94. I don't know if that's right. 3.162 in Wilson Park. That might be right, because we got a lot of rain. You'll see the video, and you'll see the flash flooding that I had to deal with. Long Beach, 2 inches. Mass Peak, 1.6 inches. Look at these rainfall amounts up here, though. Oyster Bay, 4.0, closing in on 5 inches in Oyster Bay and Glen Cove. I know one of my viewers from Oyster Bay is a big Trumper. I don't know, maybe they're up in Bayville. Well, I don't know what it's going to take for them to wake up about what's happening. 4.51. You just don't understand how much I despise Trump. You just don't understand. I just every passing day I hate them. I hate him more and more and more. 4.58 inches in Syosset. So closing in on 5 inches of rain. I mean, I'm sorry, but we are in a climate crisis. This is not normal what happened today. How many times has this happened this summer where we've like overperformed on the rain like by 300%? Northport, 3.34 inches. A lot less on the South Shore. They missed out on a lot of it. It seems like North Shore of Suffolk County got hit very hard. And then we go into Connecticut. Those poor people in Connecticut. Look at what they're going through. And they're completely forgotten. 7.08 inches in Connecticut. 7.06 in New Canaan. 5.86 inches. 5.73 near Stamford. I mean, this is just a disaster. And we keep seeing this time and time again. 8.878 in North Wilton. This is a major flood disaster, and it's barely getting talked about. And there's that 10.25 in Reading. I mean, that's... Look at this, 10.4. Another 10.4. Poverty Hollow area. Farm Meadow. Now we're going into Newton, Connecticut. 4. This is terrible, guys. This is terrible. So Connecticut is really in a state of emergency right now, folks. State of emergency. This is a major disaster, and I don't understand where the New York City media is on this. Connecticut is considered a suburb of New York, guys. I don't know where you are, but put down the orange man juice. I don't want to go, oh, it's weekends. We don't report on news on the weekends. Well, better get your ass to work and start reporting on news, because news happens 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So get your ass in gear and cover it. So, I'm sorry. I really am. I just cannot believe what happened today. I'm just that shocked over it. I really am. And then we got to talk about Ernesto. Still a hurricane. Look at how far north it is. So let's read the latest public advisory on Ernesto. Ernesto's strengthening a little. I mean, it's amazing how far north it is, and it's strengthening. Dangerous beach conditions along the U.S. East Coast and Atlantic Canada through early this week. Its location, 38.5 north, 61.4 west, about 435 miles south-southeast of Halifax, Nova Scotia, and about 705 miles southwest of Cape Race, Newfoundland. Maximum sustained winds have increased to near 80 miles an hour. It just strengthened. This is the latest update. It went from 75 to 80. Look at how far north it is. This is unbelievable. It's moving north-northeast at 20 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure, 975 millibars, 28.80 inches. And hurricane force winds extend outward up to 35 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 220 miles from the center. And the estimated minimum central pressure, again, is 975 millibars, 29.80 inches. Let's take a look at the map right now and see where this thing is going. And I apologize for losing my cool there. But when it comes to people who deny climate change, I just cannot be nice to them. Anyway, you can see this is going to stay a hurricane. It's going to brush Newfoundland. That's the good news. But what's amazing is that it's a hurricane this far north, and it's not really going to come. It's not really going to go extratropical until it gets all the way out here, and that's all because of those warm sea surface temperatures. So now we'll talk about how the wave. Let's see, the wave heights only 4.6 feet. I mean, the swells weren't crazy at the beach. It wasn't crazy flooding. All right. It was impressive, but not crazy. Obviously, you don't want to go swimming in it, but fortunately, like I said, it's far, far out to sea. Let's see if we can get some buoys here closer to it. Let's see what we got here. This buoy. Look at this buoy here. All right, this right here should get you upset here. Take a look at this buoy. 44137. Water temperature 70 degrees. Look at how far north it is. This is the same latitude as Boston, folks. This is in almost the Gulf of Maine. 70-degree water temperatures. That is extremely abnormal. This is why we're seeing this storm. Look, 70-degree water temperatures at buoy 44139. That's in Atlantic Canada. We have 70-degree water temperatures. Guys, you need to wake the hell up and put down the orange man juice, because we're in a real world of hurt right now. All right? I don't care how many thumbs down I get for this. I really don't. We need to wake the hell up and realize what the hell is going on with this planet right now. We are in a climate emergency. I mean, water temperature 70 degrees in Atlantic Canada? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me right now? No wonder why this thing is holding its strength. So I haven't gotten to the satellite yet. Let's do that. This is our satellite image, and you can see we did have some breaks of sun today, and there are those storms firing right there. But let's take a look at Ernesto, because that's what we really want to look at. Oh, we have Gilma, too. I guess Gilma has formed. Okay. All right. Well, I think that might be another. I don't know if that's an Atlantic hurricane, but look at Ernesto. Look at how far north it is, and look at how strong it is, guys. I mean, this is just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. It really, really is. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is just. Look at how big that eye is. That's got a big eye too. Look at how far north it is. My gosh, this is crazy. We'll show you the U.S. Atlantic coast, or I don't know if we could do Atlantic Canada. I don't know if we got a Atlantic Canada one. Do a U.S. Atlantic coast just to show you how far north this thing is. Doesn't even show it. I got to do northern end. Yeah, that's how far north it is. Let's just. There's the smoke, by the way, which has made its way into Europe. But yeah, look at that. That's incredible, guys. That's just incredible to see a storm this intense, this far north. Is just unbelievable. It really is. It really is. It really is. So let's go to the CONUS satellite here. And again, you'll see Ernesto. Well, those fires look like they're going in Idaho pretty good. So here's Ernesto. I still see smoke over here, so we may not have blue skies later this week. But I'm only covering the weather from today through tomorrow, and that's it. It's weather update. I'll cover the rest of the week tomorrow. But yeah, you can see here what we got. So Ernesto, we've got this trough. Look at all these storms just firing along it. We have warmer than normal ocean water. This sets a whole feedback cycle and affects everything. It really does. And there was a recent report about. I shared that a lot of Joe Chaffee and Joe Rayo are blaming Hanga Tonga for the warmer global temperatures. Well, that is false. That was proven false. Again, I hate to call those two out, but it's like I think they're climate deniers. I don't think they get it. They don't. They don't get it. They don't get how screwed we are. But anyway, look at. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back into the smoke. So here we go. You can see these fires going here in the Northwest Territories. Canada still going. Yep, there's the smoke. So. We'll have to see when we get into that. But let's talk about it. And then we have the fires over here, which flared up. Yep, right there over Idaho. They're still going. So if we look at the Pacific Northwest, there's so many different things to cover. I can't even get into the long range. All right. Yeah, you can see. Yep, there are those fires in Idaho. That's a red state where a lot of people drink the orange man juice. Well, you should put the orange man juice down because your state is burning. Maybe you could pour it on the fire. Maybe it'll put the fire out. Or it might just make it worse, actually, because it's toxic stuff. But anyway, let's go and look at southeastern Alaska as well. Oh, yeah, look at all that. Those fires, look at that. Yeah, these fires have no signs of slowing down, guys. We're going to get back into the smoke for sure. We're going to get back into it for sure. I'm telling you right now. Okay. I think I've covered all that, so let's go and just look at the weather the next couple of days here. And Ernesto, obviously, very, very interesting. So let's go to the eastern U.S. view here, and we'll take a look, see what happens with Ernesto. So it's moving toward. It shows no signs of slowing down, and it's moving toward. It's going to go south of Atlantic Canada. Thank God it's not landfalling there. As for us, we've got this trough that's going to be moving through, and then as we get into Tuesday, we'll see that drying move into our area. All right, because I'm not covering the long range because there's just too much to talk about right now. Let's go to the HRRR. I'll first get to our weather, and then we'll talk about Ernesto. All right, so here are the showers and thunderstorms that moved over our area tonight. They should hopefully die down by morning. We get a break, but guess what happens tomorrow after evening again? Another line of showers and thunderstorms around 6 or 7 o'clock. We'll have to go to the Storm Prediction Center. Oh, and look. The smoke alarm's going off. Thanks, neighbor. I don't know if you can hear that, but hey, that's just awesome. It's just awesome. Anyway, I got to get through this weather update. So you can see there, we'll have to go to the Storm Prediction Center and see if there's a risk with that. That's the actual cold front right there. It's my neighbors just being idiots because they're idiots. They don't know how to not set off a smoke alarm when they cook. And, you know, because, again, there are a lot of same kind of people. Just save it. Don't. All right. South winds tomorrow to start. You see we have high humidity. That continues through the day tomorrow. We don't really get relief from the humidity until that front passes, so that line of showers and thunderstorms. And then as we get to Tuesday, we'll see the northwest winds come in. Temperatures, obviously, won't be dropping much tonight. Tomorrow, it will be warm probably low 80s perhaps. And you can see there's your front, and that front, as temperatures drop by morning, we're going to have temperatures in the mid-60s, except in my hot as hell alley. And then for Tuesday, it's going to be a nice cool day. Temperatures are going to struggle to reach the mid-70s. No, the alley will probably still be 80, but it's going to be a lot cooler and it's going to be a lot more pleasant. That's for sure. So we will go ahead and look at cloud coverage now and use the RGEM for this. So obviously, we will have plenty of clouds tonight, plenty of clouds tomorrow. May break out to some sun in the afternoon before the next batch of clouds comes in with that front. And then for Tuesday, we're going to start off with a lot of clouds and then maybe some sun more by the afternoon at this point. But it will be a much more comfortable day. Not have to deal with this damn humidity that we've been dealing with. I want to go ahead and look at the NAM. We have plenty of the NAM in now, so I want to see what it's doing tomorrow with that line of thunderstorms, because that's our next threat here. The NAM is not as active as the HRRR, but as we all know, models underestimate things, and we could be dealing with some thunderstorms tomorrow. So let's go to the Storm Prediction Center. And you can see the slight risk. It looks like they've actually got the marginal risk. There was a severe thunderstorm watch in New Jersey, and it's almost a very thin marginal risk right around that. I've never seen that look like that. That's kind of unusual. Let's go to tomorrow, day 2. Where is day 2 here? That's day 1. All right, day 2 seems to be missing. I don't see day 2 here. Where's day 2? Where do they have it out of order? Okay, here's the day. They've got us in a marginal risk for severe weather again tomorrow. So guess what? We have to deal with more of it tomorrow. Yeah, and who knows? We'll just have to see if we have excessive rain with these thunderstorms. It looks like they're moving quickly, so I don't think excessive rain is going to be the big deal with these storms. Let's see. Tornado risk, none tornado risk. Wind risk, they got us in mainly a wind risk. That's the issue for tomorrow, I think. Let's go to the Weather Prediction Center here. WPC, if we can get this to load. And you can see we got this just slow-moving front tomorrow. You can see that front is crossing our area, and then by Tuesday, we're finally got a little bit of a trough that hangs back, and that might keep some more clouds around. But let's now go and talk about Ernesto and its effects on Atlantic Canada. So I got to find the right model for that. Does this have that? The NAM does not. Does the HRRR have that region? Let's see if we can. Don't think the HRRR does. All right, I think you have to use the global model, which would be the GFS. They would have that region. So just to show you Ernesto as it tracks the southeast Canada, this is what I need. So this is the southeast Canada. And again, look at how wrapped up this thing is as it passes. It's going to pass by Atlantic Canada tomorrow. It's going to be moving fast. It's just going to brush Newfoundland. Luckily, they're not going to get into the worst of this thing. But very wrapped up system still. That far north is absolutely amazing. If we take a look at the winds here, you can still see pretty powerful winds. The winds, honestly, it's going to stay at hurricane strength until it passes east of the Newfoundland. That's what I think is going to happen. This is unbelievable stuff, man. I'm telling you. It just blows my mind. It really does. It really does. It's a good thing it's way out in the ocean and it's not and it's not bothering anyone. All right, thank God. It only bothered Bermuda. It could have been a lot worse imagine if that thing took a left turn and hit us. So we can look at it on Ventu Sky as well. Here your wind. Here's the storm, so we can take a look and kind of visualize this thing as we go in through tomorrow here. Yeah, it actually looks like it strengthens it a little bit into the morning. 102. Yeah, look at that. That's incredible. Luckily, the wind field isn't grown that much, so you can see it's just... So by the time we do a weather update tomorrow night, it's still going to be a hurricane as it gets close to, and actually the HRRR a little closer. It brushes Newfoundland a little bit here. It brushes, and it's not until after it passes Newfoundland that it starts to weaken. And as far as the seas go, this is where you're going to see a lot of issues. Again, look at some of these waves. 20-footers crashing into Newfoundland Tuesday. Going to Monday here, 2 a.m., you can see right now the worst of the waves are out in the middle of the ocean. But you can see definitely you're going to see some really significant impacts at Nova Scotia, at the beaches there. Could be some coastal flooding. And then as you get toward Tuesday is when this starts affecting Newfoundland. So this is going to be a real bad one for the just south of Newfoundland. This is, like I said, really incredible. Just incredible to see such a powerful storm this far north. We've seen this a lot lately, and this is because of those warmer than normal ocean waters. So let's lastly go and look at, and we will go to the smoke model too, but I want to just go to earthnullschool.net. And let's go and look at those sea surface temperature anomalies. And there you go. Look at these. I mean, look at these crazy anomalies all throughout the ocean. This is just insane. This is insane stuff right here. It really is. So let's go to the smoke models. Lastly, we'll look at the RAP. I think it's the 21Z that's the long one. Yeah, okay. We'll do the vertically integrated smoke. Just the vertically integrated smoke, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I'm tired. I was out in that storm for over an hour. So here you go. It looks like tomorrow, no smoke. Tuesday, we won't be dealing with any smoke. The good thing is our air looks like it's coming from eastern Canada, at least to start. So hopefully we won't have to deal with any smoke and actually get some blue skies. But I'm sure eventually we will get back into the smoke. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. I'm exhausted. Sorry for losing my temper. But, you know, when it comes to people who are clueless about climate change, nothing pisses me off more. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. Still more rain to come tonight. So flooding, not out of the question here. Flash flooding. Actually, let's just, one more thing I want to check here. 511 New York. Let's see if we have any actual road closures on Long Island or reports of flooding here. What do we got here? We've got flooding on New York 106. Yep, we've got flooding there. So there is some flooding out there. Please be careful if you're out tonight traveling, especially if you're in the areas where these showers and thunderstorms are hitting. They're very slow moving. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. I got to put together the other two videos about the flooding and the waves at Jones Beach. But the storm was just relentless with the rain. You'll see. So good night.